back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in London. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well, and usually with big production.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give right side now to Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
In your face.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Throwing Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check 53. All day, dog.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Derrick Henry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Ready. 95-56.
We're scoreless after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Ready. 5-9. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike ready. 5'9". Mike 5'4". Squeeze, double. Spawn. No.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1.
I'm here all day.
Now Breeze. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers now. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Block 15! Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
after the made field goal. Back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field.
This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Set, 180.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Black 11!
to it after the pick six. Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This complete to Lockett. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Rivers, and it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Check. Ready. 95, 56. Check. 53.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 5-9. 53. Mike. Not today, Ron. Not today.
On the counter, it's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 5, a minute 13 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
50 seconds to line.
Back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got it. Wait, 89.
Rivers. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.